is Matt for MJ Boxing. Going to be going live with Sam Eggington. Sam's currently the IBF International Super Welterweight Champion. He's headlining the first week of Fight Camp. So we're going to get his thoughts on that. We've interviewed Ted Cheeseman, his opponent. So we'll get Sam's view on how he sees that fight going and also the state of boxing and what his future plans are. So we'll just get ready for Sam to join us and we'll start asking away. Shout out Boxwatch. Top guys. Right, Sam's joined us. Just invite him in. Yes, Sam, how are we doing? Sam, can you hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks for doing this with us. Appreciate it.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear me.
You're a bit,
Yep.
no problem, pal.
1 sec.
Yeah, I think it's a bit late, if I'm honest.
All good?
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Thanks for coming on anyway, Sam. So I've spoke to your opponent, obviously, Ted Cheeseman, about Fight Camp, and I just wanted to get your opinion on it and obviously how things have been going since coronavirus and things like that.
Yeah.
So the first question I wanted to ask you, obviously, is you're straight into Fight Camp August the 1st, headlining a mega show. Loads of eyes will be on you, and obviously the whole card stacked from top to bottom. How much are you looking forward to getting back in the ring and getting started again?
Yeah, it's not until you lose it and you ain't got it no more how much you really want to get back to it. I think anyone that's in this Fight Camp, first shows out, I think a lot of people are going to be really eager to put on a good show. Good job. So yeah, I'm excited, pal. I'm excited.
Brilliant. Do you think, with the circumstances obviously in play, there's no atmosphere and there'll be no crowds there, is that something that you think will affect your fight or performance or anything? You normally feed off that and get a buzz, or business as usual?
I mean, I keep saying to people, if I put you in an empty room with someone who wants to fight you, you're going to do everything to win that fight.
Yeah.
If I put you in a room with 100 people in there, you're still going to try and win that fight the way you would do it if there were no one there in the first place. So I don't think it'll bother me, really. I don't think it'll have much effect, if I'm honest. I mean, the ring walk will be a bit eerie because I presume they're still going to put strobe lights on and a bit of smoke and stuff. And there's no one there. But, I think the ring walk will be weird. But past that, I think, you're going to sort of fight mode, tunnel vision sort of thing.
Yeah. Only reason I asked that is because it's been quite known some fighters actually, get a buzz off that, obviously, crowd being there and they feed off that energy. Yeah. I think Joe Gallagher mentioned it about Anthony Crawler, he fed off the energy of that crowd. But obviously, like you mentioned, tunnel vision, if you can go in there and just say, it's me and you, regardless whether there's a million people there, it doesn't matter. Mate,
if I get paid, I'll do it in my back garden. So as long as I'm getting paid for it, I'll do it anywhere with whoever wants to watch. Or So yeah.
How's preparation gone for the fight? Obviously, with coronavirus, I know everyone's asking the same questions, but I think it's interesting to see how people are getting on, because a lot of the time fighters go away for camp, spend a lot of money and time away from a family. Yeah. How have you found preparing for this and gearing yourself up? Have you been straight up?
I mean, I was scheduled to fight 30th of March. The lockdown was called at the end of February, so I was ready to go. I was pretty much, ready to go then. I trained through lockdown. I got a bag in the garage. I got a rowing machine.
Yeah,
I can run. My strength conditioner was sending me things to do. I got all the bits for that. Nothing really changed apart from, sparring and pads, really.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're in the gym on your own, it's very hard to push yourself like you would if you had someone screaming at you. But I come out of lockdown, at a good weight, and half fit, if I'm honest. Yeah. So, like I say, I was scheduled to box, and I was told by that promoter that the first show they're going to rebook would be the show that I was on.
Yeah.
So I was already ready to go for that show, if you know what I mean. So as soon as they rescheduled that show, I was going to be on it. So I had something to train for. It weren't so much just training, in the dark, and I didn't know what to come. So yeah, I had something to do it for. I had, you know, something to diet for, something to train for. Yeah, something to get up in the morning for.
Your opponent, Ted Cheeseman, obviously he's had his ups and downs in his career, few controversial decisions, etc. He's going into this fight, you know, says he's very confident of getting the win. How do you see this fight going from your perspective, and how do you get the win in this fight? How does it end for you in this fight?
I think I win this fight quite well. I mean, I know Ted's been running around saying, you know, he's too big, he's too strong, and that's just nonsense. I think we all know Ted's going to come out and try and box, you know, and try and stay away for as long as he can. If he turns up and tries to fight me, then, you know, it's meat and drink. You know, I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
He's going to come out. He's going to do exactly what he done against Fitzgerald, and try and make it last longer, really, because it faded against him. But he's going to box for a bit. He's going to do his best to box and win as many rounds as he can on the back foot. And then, you know, he's gonna when he gets down to it, he's gonna try and, you know, knuckle down and get me out of there. He says, but, you know, we'll wait and see. But I got my own plans, and, you know, I'm quite confident and I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So, without obviously giving game plan away, we obviously know, you know, you're not bothered for coming forward and having it out with someone. You've done that on many occasions. Even some of my friends who aren't hardcore boxing fans, they know who you are, and they know how you get down. You know. So, how do you see yourself stopping him? Oh, 1 second, we're just cutting it out. Yep. Did you get that last bit? Do you see yourself stopping him then?
I think the stoppage is definitely there to be taken. Yeah, I generally do think that. I mean, with the Fitzgerald fight, I didn't watch much of it. I've watched bits and bobs of the Fitzgerald fight.
Oh, 1 second. Two tech. Yeah. With this clash coming up, then, you know, say you beat Ted like you planned. What's your plans moving forward? Are you wanting to go on to European World Honours?
Yeah, I mean, with the ranking I've got with the IBF, you know, defending it against Cheeseman now, you know, I'm ranked 4th or 5th now, so I think that'll push me into a good spot.
Yeah.
I think facing an eliminator of some sort, because I know there's been a foreign eliminator already fought for the IBF. So I think no matter what happens, someone's waiting somewhere. So, you know, an eliminator of some sort or a European title fight would be great. I think that's definitely the path to go. I mean, yeah, an international route of some sort.
Brilliant. So with them looking into the future, obviously, you've had a lot of fights, some tough fights. Once you've achieved what you want to achieve in the sport of boxing, you're sitting back in years to come. What do you want to be remembered as in the sport?
It's hard to say, really, pal. Because no matter what you do,
still got a long way to go, obviously. But
yeah, you're always gonna have people that say the opposite. Do you know what I mean? I'd like to be known as someone that, you know, boxed the best he could at the time. You know, I ain't boxed the best yet because I'm not up there, but at where I am, I've boxed the best people that they've offered me. In a sense, I've dodged no mandatories. You know, any title I've won, I had a mandatory. I've boxed it. So yeah, just someone that, you know, that will box anyone. And just weren't trying to avoid anything. You know, I went out and done my job, and that's what I was there for.
Yeah, I think that's a massive thing about you. You literally will fight anybody, anywhere, anyhow. I think that's a good thing to be remembered by. I think a lot of fighters get caught up in the, you know, how long they keep the row for, and they're moving along, and getting a record, but you can say, you know what, I've been in some tough fights, won some, lost some, but I took on everyone. There's no sort of wiggle room, and that's something to be proud of.
I think people need to look at this out when they're talking about O's. If I quit after my first loss, I wouldn't have done anything. So, and most of the time, the losses bring opportunities. Like I say, if I wouldn't have took the Liam Smith fight, I wouldn't have lost that fight. I wouldn't have. The Italians definitely wouldn't have for the bill over in Italy. So, you got to take what comes, and just see what comes off it. It's literally, take it what it's there.
I was going to say, I think we were talking about, obviously, these cards that Eddie's put on, they're all very competitive fights. There's not really any you look at and think one's too, heavy-sided. They're all good dust-ups. And I think these are the situations where no matter what, really, even if, I'm not saying yourself, but another fight, or another card, someone loses, you've got everyone watching them because everyone's at home wanting to watch boxing. So your stock doesn't necessarily drop by doing that.
No, exactly.
Fights.
And you're going to most fights, because, about the coronavirus, these shows, would have been packed for the prospects against, foreigners that were coming over for a bit. So, we've gone through lockdowns, 0 boxing to 4 shows back to back off Matchroom. It starts the weekend actually on Warren's, don't it? Brad Fox defending his British. So everyone's got 50-50 fights, British on British. Fights that would never have happened before because most of the time people get foreigners in or something like of that sort. So fights are going to happen now that wouldn't normally happen. People are going to have to fight each other without moaning about it, really.
Yeah, I was listening to one of Eddie's interviews, and he was saying that, on a normal show, obviously, you try and pick your prospects and you build them up. But on this show, it's a case of, listen, do you want to fight? This is who you have to fight. So you're getting clashes like yours and Cheeseman's, Reece Bellotti versus Jordan Gill, Katie Taylor's fight against Delphine Persoon. I mean, these are all fights which are extremely competitive. So it's brilliant to see everyone jumping back into them rather than just sort of easing the way back into it. They're going straight for big fights, so it's brilliant.
It's been, unless you've really made it, people need to work. It's that simple. I've been waiting for my next paycheck, so when they rang me and said, "Look, you can be on," I was all over it.
Get me on,
get me on, man. But to be fair, I did want to. When I heard about these shows, I did want to get on it just for. I think they'll go down in history. I mean, Eddie Hearn's back garden. I think they'll be crazy. So I'm glad that I'm top of the bill on the first one. It's it's something to look back on, isn't it?
I'm going to say, when you look at all the negative impact coronavirus has had on not just sport but the world, and then you can look at as he's obviously tried to bring big time boxing back in the UK, and you can say, I headlined the first show, the first major show for with that title on the line. So you can always say that's the part you played in it. Yeah, you're just cutting out there. So what we're going to say is, we've obviously moving forward, and you do all that. What's your overall dream in boxing then? If you could say now, are you cutting out again? Can you hear me? Hello? I don't know if it's mine or his connection. You all right, Sam? I'll have to stop. Whether it's mine or his, but thanks very much for that, Sam, and very good luck on Fight Camp. It should be huge. Cheers. Bye.